with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Well, people across northern Utah may be wondering or have been wondering where winter's been. It is here now, Alana.
For the mountains it is, Brian, but we've got a storm moving in, and we're going to talk about the potential of valley rain, maybe some mixed precipitation to start. As we take that live view from Tooele County, you're able to see the deck of clouds, increasing clouds throughout the afternoon, and that is the first indicator that change is on the way. Satellite radar shows that deck of clouds moving in the last few hours, accompanied with moisture in extreme northern Utah and the northwestern corner of the state. That's going to continue to fill in as we get through tonight. As we look at southern Utah, the cloud cover noticeable there too from our Black Desert Sky Cam, checking out Ivins. But we're going to stay dry in the south because our ridge of high pressure has flattened, but it remains over southern Utah and will continue to do so through the weekend. 30s and 40s out there right now, freezing in Provo, 37 in Salt Lake. We've got 40 in Heber. Now, because of the temperature profile, when moisture sets up, we could see some mixed precipitation depending on the timing. So something to note, especially in valleys that are inverted. So heads up for places like Salt Lake, Tooele County, 45 in Moab, the Ogden Valley, 52 in St. George. As we take a look at the next several hours, you're going to see that cloud cover plays with models and wants to keep Salt Lake in the 40s as that wet weather comes in. This is an atmospheric river event, but what does that mean? Well, you've probably heard it a lot. So just for reference, it's this narrow band of high moisture. It's like a river in the sky. We pull this moisture all the way from the tropics, and it's actually driven by the wind. You saw where that upper level low and the high were? Well, their rotations funnel that moisture inland. That wind flow over the ocean pushes that tropical moisture towards land, and in this case, the western United States. As we get that atmospheric river setting up, the strength of it depends on wind speed and direction. So there will be one area, without a doubt, that gets a tremendous amount of moisture because this is a narrow corridor. So now you know what it is. And as we take a look at the water vapor, which shows water in a gas state, you see that green plumes of moisture pushing in to the Beehive state. So moisture potential is there. We're going to capitalize on it as we head into the overnight and through early Sunday. Futurecast shows us just that green indicating rain, blue is snow, the purple is mixed precipitation, and where you see yellow, that's heavier precipitation. Now, our model wants to bring this as far south as the I-70 corridor, but the further south you go, the lighter the precipitation amounts are. As we put this into motion, you can see the Ogden Valley and Cache Valley getting heavier precip by tomorrow morning. Areas north of I-80 most likely to see higher totals. And in a scenario like this, at times, Salt Lake can actually be rain shadowed because it's a west-southwesterly flow. Here we are by Saturday night with some mixed precipitation. Snow levels will actually rise, and we see that atmospheric river moisture kind of pull to the north by the middle of the day Sunday, but it holds on in spots, especially Cache Valley, into Monday with isolated potential Monday and Tuesday. Healthy amounts, and when we look at this rainfall forecast over the next 3 days, the further north you go, the higher the numbers are. But 3/4 of an inch over the next 3 days in Salt Lake is very healthy precipitation. Again, the heaviest timing overnight tonight through tomorrow. Our snow level actually rises because with our westerly flow, we've got warmer air moving in, and that means by the end of the weekend, we could see that snow level at 8,000 feet. So our highest peaks are going to pick up the heaviest snow. That's why winter storm warnings have gone into effect for the northern Wasatch and Bear River range. We're going to see the Wasatch Mountains, western Uintas underneath that winter storm warning. Now you're going to notice winter weather advisories for the Book Cliffs, Wasatch Plateau, Wasatch Back, Ogden Valley, and Bear River Valley. We're looking at snow accumulation because, again, it will take some time as that warmer air moves in. Heavy, wet snow, very dense, a lot of moisture content, that likes to slide. It's why an avalanche watch has been issued through 6 a.m. tomorrow. Will not be surprised if that's extended into Sunday. It's just not going to be safe in the high country, so you have to know before you go. 40s and 50s with that warmth moving in supports that rain potential in our valleys in northern Utah. With shallow air on the valley floor, you can't totally rule out freezing rain. We'll see what happens, but I think we'll mix it up. 59 in Moab, 64 in St. George, where we stay dry and get to the 70s. Monday, Tuesday, we get a significant push of warmth, isolated showers as we look at the end of next week. Here we are for the Wasatch Front. Rain with isolated potential Monday, Tuesday. Looks like the chance of a midweek storm, which would be a colder storm and bring back our Old Friend Valley snow. We'll see what happens, but temperatures could tie records on Tuesday with a 60 for early February.
Oh boy! All right. Hey, everything's. Who knows what's going to happen?
Who knows?
Yeah. Hey, Wes, how you doing?
And who knows what's going to happen with the Jazz?
Oh, good.